back to another edition of Right on Target with Mark and Scarlett. Gotta apologize. It's been about 3 weeks since I was able to get a video on here, but we've been pretty busy. Seems to be like everybody in Ohio right now wants to get their CCW permit, so we've been running 2, 3, 4 classes a month and been a little bit overwhelmed with a lot of students coming in wanting to take their CCW class, Ohio Carry Concealed Weapons class. So we've been getting a lot of those done. The store's been crazy busy. It's a lot for me and Scarlett to stay on top of, but we're doing our best, and I've been keeping my instructors as busy as I can. They've been busy. We're in the process of getting having an instructors meeting and setting up an advanced class for CCW. So we've been really busy. So I got to apologize. It's been a while since I got back to talk with y'all. As you can tell, skinned rat. April's hair, got rid of the mustache. Usually I have it for the winter during the hunting season, then when April comes I usually shave it off and get rid of it. But don't run off, it's me. So look a little different, I'm sure. But today I'm going to talk to you about a item that's on the market that we carry here at Tactical Solutions. Really neat little item, and that is the Maglula Uplula assist loader assist, magazine loader assist. It is really a neat item. It's a heavy polymer, and basically what it does is it assists you in loading and unloading your magazines. A lot of people come into the store and they have these magazines and they're new, and they tell me that they come in, and a lot of them will come in and say, I got a defective magazine. I cannot get, if it's a 10 round magazine, a 17 round magazine, I cannot get number 9 and number 10 in the mag. 17 round magazine, I can't get 16, 15, 16, 17 in. And I will grant it, these magazines today are, the springs that they put in these magazines are no joke. They're pretty stiff nowadays, and it is a hard thing to get those last 2 rounds in. And I can see where they would think that there's something wrong with the mag, because if you don't have the thumbs for it, you're going to have a hard time getting those last 2 rounds in all these new weapons today. I know when I was at the sheriff's office, basically all the Glocks that we carried come with what we called a cheater, and the cheater slipped down over the top, pushed the follower down so you could get that first bullet started, and then every bullet after that started. And that's basically what the Maglula consists of. And I'll get you a close-up here of that in a little bit and show you how this item works. It's really a neat little item. But we took them away from the guys at the office. We threw them out. If you can't load your magazines with your thumbs, you ain't going to carry a cheater with you on duty or in a stressful situation. So you had to learn to load with your thumbs. So we didn't allow them to have them. But I can understand with people today, elderly people that are coming in now and taking the training. A lot of the ladies don't have the hand strength that us guys have, and there's guys out there that aren't used to loading. You're using muscles in your hands that you don't normally use. So it's a neat item, and I sympathize with them. I understand that it is hard for most people. I've done it all my life. I take for granted that getting them last 2s in something I can do with my hands, but I take for granted that I think everybody should be able to do that. But you know what, people today don't use those hands that much and those thumbs that much. So this is a neat item that come out to assist those individuals. Not to mention, the last CCW class we had, it's April in Ohio, but it was 30 degrees and it snowed. So, and the wind was blowing a little bit. So I had a lot of cold fingers out there, and as anyone knows, when you get outside on the range, you get cold, your dexterity goes down. These don't work real well, when they get cold. And this don't always work real well. So you have to be real careful when you're having a cold range out there to be safe. But this is where this comes in really handy. It really relieves a lot of the strain on your fingers and thumbs, and you're going to see that when I show the close-up of this. Another thing that people come to me and ask me, Mark, once these magazines are loaded, how long should I keep my home defense rounds loaded in there to major capacity, to full capacity? Is that hard on my spring? Well, at the sheriff's office, our Glock mags never got a chance to rest like that, stay like that very long. I know when I was on SRT, or what we would call SWAT, we shot every month. We had to shoot every month, and we shot a lot of rounds. So Our magazines never stayed in that condition very long, but the normal line officer, they stayed in there probably for 6 months before they had to shoot again. And so I say 5-6 months, or every 4, 5, 6 months, go ahead and unload them. Let the spring breathe a little bit. But you know what? You're not going to hurt these springs, as strong as they are. That they make them out of a good metal. There's a lot of good memory there in that spring, and so you're not really going to hurt these springs. But you know, by loading them and leaving them loaded for extended periods of time, what that's going to do is that's going to give that spring a little memory, and it is going to make it a little bit easier to get that number 9 and number 10 round in, but it not necessarily. And but you're not going to hurt them by leaving them in there for 5 or 6 months. Now, granted, I wouldn't leave them in there for years on end, but you know, take them out about every 4, 5, 6 months. Let them breathe, let them set for a day or two, and then load them back up. Of course, you want your bullets in your mag when, you know, if you would need them. They're not going to do any good laying on the counter. They need to be in your magazine. So, and I understand that. So what we're going to do now is I'm going to readjust the camera, get it down here to where you can see me making this thing work and how it works, the mechanics of it. And I think you're really going to enjoy how this works. So we'll get right back with you. We're going to set the camera and give you a quick tutorial on the Maglula. Okay, I got my camera set. I got my Glock 31 mag, some 45 ACP here, and my Maglula Uplula loader. Kind of fun to say, isn't it? Maglula Uplula. Anyhow, I'm going to show you how this works. Bear with me. I have to do this in reverse for the camera, so it looks like you guys are loading. So I have a hard enough time thinking the right way, let alone thinking in reverse. So, but I think I have it down here. So basically, it slides over the mag, like so. Okay. This being the back of the mag. The lip that forces the bullets down. You can see it has a pretty heavy spring right here, if you can see that, and the spring works that way. So basically we're going to have the back of the magazine, and it sets like such, and you just squeeze and push the follower down inside the mag, slide a bullet in, squeeze, force that bullet that you put in just a second ago, forces it down, slide another bullet in, release, squeeze, forces the next bullet down, and so on and so on. As you can see, very little effort on my part to load this magazine. And this is one of those magazines that when we get to 9 and 10, it's really tough to load. Number 9, number 10. There it is. That's the Maglula. Now, on the back side of the Maglula loader, we have the unloader, and basically all it is a groove that the bullets fit into, and you slide your bullets, slide your magazine onto that groove, and it pops the bullets out. How neat is that? Pretty neat little item. Has a lock that you can push, lock it shut. Kind of reduces its size when it's in your range bag or wherever you may keep it. But that is the Maglula loader, up close and in personal. And I'll load out, do one more bullet there just to give you another slow motion view here. I'll try to slow it down, but basically this is the follow your magazine. Squeeze it in, and boom, the bullet goes in. Pretty easy to do. That's a quick tutorial on the Maglula Uplula loader. Really neat little item. Really comes in handy in the range. Again, like I said, especially when it's cold out there and your hands ain't working real well. So that's it for the Maglula loader. Thanks for watching. I hope you learned something. I hope it's something that can come in handy for you. We're going to be getting some more videos out to you real soon. Again, they're in stock here at Tactical Solutions, $32.99, and they're worth about every penny, and you'll find that out when you get out on the range if you have trouble loading those last 2 or 3 rounds in the mag. So thanks for tuning in. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Don't forget to give us some comments. If there's something you want to see me cover or you want us to cover, don't hesitate to ask, because boy, I'd like to have some ideas from you, and some feedback from you, and get on Facebook, like us on Facebook. We're about to a milestone on Facebook. We're about to hit that 1,000 like milestone on Facebook, which is kind of a big thing for us. So get on Facebook, like us on there, subscribe to the channel, keep watching us, and hey, have fun time on the range, be safe, and we'll catch you next time. See ya.